All right, guys. So I promised that I would do like a talk about this once I restored it, but sadly, unfortunately, the restoration is a bust. I won't call it a failure, but okay. So let me explain real quick. I was going to rebuild this and sell it, and for me to do that, I don't want to put too much into it because, excuse me, it'll no longer be profitable if I do it like that. All right. So now I told you, or if you're following me recently, I said the other day that if I couldn't save this, depending on what the damage was, I was just going to use it for the girdle and put it on that because I need new mains, new girdle for that engine block, and that one over there is nice and minty. It's minty. Okay, so here's the situation. I've saved a bunch of blocks from rust before, and I've done stock rebuilds with rust out blocks. I've done performance rebuilds with rust out blocks, or blocks that were rusted kind of bad, and saved them. This one is pretty fucked. Okay, you can see the patch. I've gone over it by hand, like to scrub off all the base rust, and then re-honed it, and then honed it again. See, it doesn't really look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. But here's my situation, right? Like if I put the light here on the very edge and I just enough to cast a shadow, you can see. Like the ridging here is bare minimum. Bare minimum. Like you can feel it a little bit more in certain places, but not it's not heavy. The thing is overall it's widespread enough where I feel that I would have to talk somebody into buying this because, it's just, if you look at it, it looks kind of trashy. See, you can see there. And, so if this was going to be something I was going to keep, I would have no problem sending it. But because I was going to rebuild this to sell, yeah, I don't want to do that because I don't want to try and come on, bro, it's going to run fine. But okay, so here's the things to consider. Like when you have this much, now it's every once in a while you'll get something, you'll have like a dark mark or two in a small place, a small area, and it's not really that big a deal. But the problem with this cylinder, especially the one that was the most heavily rusted, is it's a good amount all the way around. Now it's this dark marking here isn't really pitting. It's not pitted out like I don't feel any abrasion really, but once you get to the line here, it's heavy. Now the problems with that kind of damage to the cylinder liners is it could fuck up your piston rings because it's kind of like these little pits would act like sandpaper. So constant ring travel could cause for irregular wear, which could cause blow by, and which could eventually lead to you burning oil. But as you can see, I cleaned up the deck pretty good. The deck came out decent. And here's what I'm going to honestly do. What I'm going to do is I buy the A3s pretty cheap. I get them pretty cheap. Now, there's always a chance that I could run into a situation like where I did with that one. See, I bought that with healthy rotating assembly or whatnot, but the issue was the girdle was cracked up and damaged from where it bottomed out. So now I had a healthy block but no mains. So what I'll do for this with this engine block is now that I've already put the effort into cleaning it up or whatnot, I'm going to wrap it up heavy in plastic and stash it for the off chance that I could come into another situation later on down the line where I have another situation similar to this, or maybe I have a block that's got cracked sleeves or something. And then I have, I'll be able to take a girdle off that for a donor or whatnot. Yeah, there's that. So, this is why I hate throwing things away because you never know when you're going to run across something that you can reuse in another situation. I'm just going to take this shit off the water pump housing and take that off and whatnot. And like I said, wrap it up for another day. I could very easily go 5 over on this and it'll be a completely healthy engine. But again, I'm not trying to spend money on this right now. This is supposed to be to turn a profit. So, that's just is what it is what it's going to be. And now I've given you a rundown reason why you'd want to avoid rebuilding with that. Again, if this was gonna be my engine, I'd send it, but I don't want to try and sell this to somebody. So I guess the rings I ordered, I'm just gonna use for the Z3. I'll rebuild that, and who knows? Instead of doing a stock rebuild for that, stock rebuild to keep, maybe I'll sell that instead. I'll probably put like an overly exaggerated price tag on it, and then see if I can sell locally, and it probably won't sell, and then I'll go ahead and use it. Anyway, yeah, guys, that's it. You know, a little quick drop in here, and plus I wanted to test and see if I could actually record with my light on, and I can, so that's fucking cool. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later, and peace.